It's your girl T here, back with another inspired video. I know you guys are having a beautiful, blessed night because you're tea timers. It's what we do. Our affirmation of the day is, I do everything right. I do everything right. It's a Sammy Ingram affirmation and I love it because it just covers everything. So I had a subscriber question. They asked me, how do I revise for my SP? They listed some circumstances, but they said, regardless of circumstances, how do I revise? You revise the same thing. It's the same procedure for everything. You basically replace a negative event that happened with the way that you wanted it to actually happen in your mind. You know how when you have a blowout with somebody and you replay the fight over and over, instead of replaying the fight over and over, we would replay the fight the way we wanted it to be. Let's say we were fighting with our friend. We would pick a scene that meant that we never had a fight, like me and the friend going out to get Starbucks together and saying how much we cared about each other. You would replace the fight with a different scene, and every time you thought of the fight coming up, you would replay it with the way that you wanted it to go until it eventually erases, essentially, the friend remembering the fight or the way that things went down. Same idea with an SP. If you want a relationship with SP that's flawless and you want to never have had all those blowouts and back history that you had, you would say revision statements if you're not a visualizer. Me and SP have always had a perfect relationship. Me and SP have always been head over heels for each other. Me and SP have always been super in love with each other. Me and SP have always had constant communication. Me and SP have always been the best of friends. SP has always treated me like a princess. SP has always shown up for me the way that they said they were going to be. SP has always guarded my emotional stability. SP has always been kind to me. SP has always been loyal to me. Whatever you want to follow after SP has always, you would put in what you want them to be as opposed to what they're showing up now in your 3D reality. Same thing with visualizing. If you want an indication in your mind that you guys have always been in this rock solid relationship, it's the same as visualizing. You would just play out a scene during the day when negative thoughts come up about SP. You would just have a go-to scene where, like, let's say you and SP are holding hands and you have your wedding rings on and they look over at you and say, marrying you was the best decision of my life, or I'm so glad we're in this relationship, it's so easy and effortless. You would play that scene over and over in your head to replace all the negative thoughts that you have coming up about SP. But revising is essentially just another tool to live in, why am I losing my words? Revising is just another tool to live in the end. So you're living in the preferred reality as opposed to the one you see in front of you. Revision is really powerful and it's really good at changing something that you didn't like about your past and making it into a better version of what actually happened. And I have used this, I've told you guys, in so many ways, and it's changed the outcome of events because I replayed the scene as I wanted it to over and over in my mind for like 3 or 4 days straight. People forget things. People show up and act like I'm crazy for even mentioning what I thought happened. They don't remember it. The event, it's like poof, it's gone. Revising your SP is the same way. Every time a negative thought comes up, you replace it with either an affirmative statement that affirms to yourself that it's always been this way in opposition to what is now, or you pick a scene and you replay it to replace a memory. It's a very simple technique and it works wonders. And in answer to the subs question, they asked me if this could revise the way the relationship currently is to have always been a positive, healthy relationship. Of course. Me and my SP have always been in a positive relationship. Me and my SP have always been in a healthy, loving relationship. Every time that nasty, toxic relationship pops up in your mind, you push it out and you're like, thanks, subconscious, but I don't know what that is. Me and my SP have always been in a healthy, happy relationship. So, bye. You have to treat your negative, bitchy voice in your head that comes up like an unwanted girlfriend that you're done with. Bye. Nice knowing you, but this is where I'm at now. Same thing with revising. If y'all have questions, ask them below. But I love y'all. Have a beautiful, blessed night, and I will see you soon. Bye!